I'm going to share with you my honest opinion on the golf swing and why the vast majority of you, the amateur golfer, simply is not getting any better. I'm PGA teaching professional Todd Kolb, Director of Instruction for US Golf TV. And if you've watched any of our stuff here, you know that we love providing information for you, the average golfer, the experienced golfer, the older golfer, the everyday player. I don't care what you call yourself, but you're just a regular person who loves this game. So I'm going to share with you 3 things today that I believe have really hindered you from maybe getting better at golf. So let's first of all talk about this. And this is the whole reason why I wrote the book, The Bad Lie. Because it's not that traditional coaching or whatever you want to call it is bad information. I have said that from day one. I will go to my grave saying that. It's that, is that information that's tailor-made for the best players in the world, the ones you see them on TV, you see them in the big magazines, you see their picture on the front cover, you see them winning the championships, but is it what they do, is that the right thing for you? And that's the whole premise of the book and what we're talking about here today, is for you to question, hey, just because this tour pro does this move, can I, as a 57-year-old golfer, for sake of discussion, who had my knee replaced and plays twice a week, can I do the same thing? I just simply think that that's not the case. So what's the first one? Well, the first one has to do with the pivot. And I am really passionate about the pivot. You know that from the setup, from the 60-40 split on the setup to all the core concepts in the vertical line swing. Because when people pivot, when they move correctly, when they interact with the ground correctly, just to see what I'm doing here, just moving. I'm hitting a tennis ball. I'm throwing a ball, okay? I'm swinging a golf club. When we learn how to pivot and move, the game gets a lot easier. So what a lot of you have been told is one of 2 things. Either you've been told, and this is a famous coaching philosophy out there. Once again, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it might not be for you at 60 years old. And that was to start with more weight on your lead foot and keep it there, okay? And keep it there. Now that works well for a lot of people when they're hitting their irons, but when it comes to drivers and things, okay, I don't think it's very good. The other one that was really popular when I was playing golf early on was to restrict the hip turn. We kind of called that the X factor, whatever you want to call it. Restrict the hips, but turn the shoulders. I think that's difficult for a lot of amateur golfers to do. So what should you be doing? Tip number 1 is that you've got to pivot. You've got to move from lead foot to trail foot, but most importantly, you've got to let your hips turn. See that? Let your hips turn. And we got Nick on the camera down the line there, and what you'll see is when I let my hips turn, notice a change in knee flex. See that? I'm going to keep doing that. What are you noticing? See some space and some gap? See that right there? That to me is a way better way for an amateur golfer to look at the top of their backswing than restricting. And I'll bet my lesson fee, if you go search, I hate to tell you to leave my channel or leave our channel here, but if you go search other swings, all right, you look at the greats of all time, Jack Nicklaus, Tom Watson, Johnny Miller, Andy North, you know these people, right? When you look at the top of their swing, you'll see that same thing. So let's go ahead and hit a shot, and then we'll get into the second tip. So here we go. I got my 7-iron. I'm gonna do a little 3-setter. You know we love the 3-setters. I'm gonna take it to the top, and I'm just gonna change knee flex. Boom, see that? I'm letting my trail leg release. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. All right, I got the feel. I'm gonna recreate that feel. Boom. That's movement. That's natural. That's athletic. That's something that you can do long into your golfing career and into your life. All right, the second thing that I believe has really hindered you, the amateur golfer, and that is there's a big phase for a long time about keeping the swing flat and around your body. Get it behind you. I don't know, you could use tucked back behind you. I don't care what you call it. But basically getting the club kind of behind your body. And then some people still teach this. And okay, like I said, it's not wrong. It's just, is it for you? Now, and then really rotating your body. I even see it a lot on some social media. I see these guys doing this where they take it up and they do like this move. They really exaggerate that, where they're really like drop it inside and twist their body. I just don't think for the average golfer that they're capable of doing that. So what I would like to see, and what I would suggest you try, is when you go to the golf course, give some freedom to your lead arm. Okay, let it swing, see that? All right, this is something I'll do with a lot of my students early. Change knee flex. See my lead arm? Let it just move here, and then let it move up. Simple, easy. This is rhythmic, this is natural. We're gonna talk about tempo and rhythm in a second here, okay? Add a club in there, okay? Boom, boom, see that? See the direction? Let's go ahead and hit a shot. I'm gonna feel that lead arm work straight back and up. I'm gonna change the knee flex. Okay, I could repeat that over and over. All right, now, the third thing that I think why a lot of amateur golfers struggle is tempo and rhythm. And how do you, you'll see it all the time. I'll listen to stuff on the driving range or the lesson tees and people say, your tempo's off. You're swinging too fast. I'm like, okay, well, that's great, but how do I fix it? That's like telling somebody, oh, hey Nick, you're slicing it. Nick sometimes slices it, doesn't he, Nick? Yeah.
I slice it quite a bit.
Yeah, see, he's nodding back behind the camera. Every once in a while, Nick will slice it, right? It'd be like me saying, Nick, you're slicing the golf ball, but not giving him any ideas on how to fix it. All right, so I think we've done the amateur golfer a disservice in this way where we say, hey, your tempo's bad. It's almost like a cop-out. Your tempo's bad. So what should you be doing? Well, it's one of my favorite drills of all time. We call it the continuation drill. So 3 swings, you know me, I love our 3 setters. Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna make 3 swings. All right, I'm gonna give you a little tip you can take to the golf course here at the end, but these swings are gonna be continuous motion. So there's 1, there's 2, see the motion, there's 3. Now I'm just gonna set up and I'm gonna repeat that. Here we go. There, that felt rhythmic. Freedom in the lead arm, change in knee flex, rhythm and tempo. So how do we take that to the golf course and to the first tee and actually implement something? Well, first of all, subscribe to this channel. That's one thing that you can do. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, tell us where you're from there. Nick gave us a thumbs up, right? And what's your favorite drill? I love hearing from you. I love the comments, whether they be good, bad. I love hearing where you're from. You know the routine. I get up every morning. The first thing I do is check the comments. Love responding and hearing where you're from. But how do you take that to the golf course? Pretty simple. Here's what you're gonna do. All you're gonna do is in your pre-shot routine, you're gonna make 3 continuous practice motions, okay? And on the last one, you're gonna make sure your knees are touching and then you're gonna hit the shot. Let's do it together. Here we go. All right. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, knees touch. I've got the rhythm, the feel, the athleticism. I'm gonna step up over the golf ball and I'm going to rinse and repeat. There it is. Golf instruction in some regards, as somebody who's in it, has done the amateur golfer a disservice. These tips right here, hopefully, are gonna get you back on track.